Good afternoon. All right. Good afternoon. Good time, everybody. Goodness gracious, what the heck is vulnerable test, Can you not hear me at all? What's the deal here with the game? Anything? Okay, kind of thing. Maybe. Hmm. I am so sorry. For some reason, my microphone is not quite working. I don't understand exactly what happened, but I was not able to be heard as I was speaking. I apologize for that. But good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good time zone. I am Marius Historicus, your local time loss lecturer, and today we are going back to Expeditions Rome. It has been a hot minute since we did anything with the series, and I just want to keep working on that. It's a series near and dear to my heart. It's obviously history based, so I'm going to love that game automatically. And we're just going to take it from there as far as I can see. So, as I mentioned before, I moved to a new place. I'm going to try to do a stream roughly once a week, either late on Friday or on Saturday for a couple hours at a time, depending on what happens. You might see the occasional Monday stream as well, but going to be in a new job in a couple weeks and just want to make sure that everything is dressed right, dressed for that. Don't want to change anything up too badly. So let's see here. Get this all fired up really quick. Do, 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 do. Let's just make sure everything is all good to go. Why can I not find it? Here we go. That's what I'm looking for. Nope, 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 nope. All right. And get myself down over here. Perfect. There we go. Unsure why that is ginormous. There we go. Now that's a little better. We have the entire game in the same viewport thing, right? Yeah, it looks like the entire game is there. So, as always, if the volume is a little too loud on the game, please let me know. I will do my best to turn it down, which I should be able to do right now. So, we're going to lower this down. It's about 40. That should be good. And another thing that we're trying today, right? Um, we are going to enable the Twitch extension, right? So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a stake in the story, right? So you'll be able to vote on dialogue options. You can uh, enable some of the Legion reinforcements, combat actions, right? So you can also use combat actions if you want. Uh, I really don't want you guys to mess with the AI. I think if I give you guys the permission to target me, that's not great, and I don't want to do that. So we are going to just continue the game from where we left off, and that was we are going towards Troas to arrange a meeting between Lucullus, the legate of a sister legion, as well as the imperator of the overall campaign, as well as meeting, however briefly, possibly Mithridates Megas. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, we do have a sickle blade right here. Yeah, we're gonna learn how to do some of these really quick, right? So we're gonna head out, right? Because should be go to our quest management, right? Yep. Meet Mithridates and Lucullus in the village of Laumendatus in Troas. I guess we want to go over to the map. Right. So as you can see, we don't have all that much funds. We have sufficient slaves to do some taskers. We have sufficient medicine, it looks like. Let's just turn on the overlay really quick, right? I really don't want to sacrifice army experience. That's a bad thing for us to do right now. But, you know what, let's just go to the observatory really quick. Oh, we can see the enemy is leaving some of the enemy is leaving Kitsikos because we have gotten the letters here, right? So we have one that is going to Troas. We have another allied army, Musia, that's going back to Musia here. Alright. It looks like we have somebody who's hurt, right? So yeah, so he's too injured to fight, so that means we actually need to go back here to drop him off. Otherwise, we're just going to keep using medicine. So we need to... So it says the Nicomedes sector has been captured. And that doesn't concern us because we're not there yet. Right, so we're going to go to outpost management. We're going to put Crescens in the dispensary in order to help him out. Right, so we could do actually, we're going to go to the armory and start crafting things. Alright, so now we can begin actually crafting stuff, right? So, lunge or overpower, right? So we have pretty much everything we need to do for this. In terms of our tactical, right? We definitely want to have several bandages here, as well as some pila. And we need to assign someone to the armory who is able to do stuff. All right, he's a Velite. We can send him here. And our last upgrade is Palisades. So one of the big things with the Roman army was the strength of their fortifications on the march, right? Within several hours, a basic defensible perimeter could be established with all the kit that an individual legionary had on his back. And within 1 to 2 days, a fully fortified encampment, kind of what we see here, would also be constructed. The reason this is important is because it gives us a defensive advantage when we are attacked and the legion happens to be established there. It means, hey, you have a 5% defensive bonus, essentially. So that's always really good. But now we need to actually try to gut out towards Troas this time. Though I did want to kind of follow up on some of the stuff we're doing, right? So if we go to our party management, we go to inventory, quests, right? Yeah, so Peninsula East of Trust, where we fought Fell, find our symbol and statue of the storytell. And we already did that, right? So turn south of our guidance what you seek, cross the channel and search the beaches. Weapon is within your reach. So we need to technically go south right now. Oh, he's still in the Pontic Scout disguise. We don't want that. We're going to get you back in good old Lorica Musculata here. Gaiso. You. You're in Trader Mail. Reyes Silva. We don't. That's. As silly as it looks, we're gonna keep you there. I don't know why that didn't work. Alright, we're gonna give you a Pilos helmet as well. Alright, I think that's all we can do right now. We're gonna get to Troas eventually, I swear, right? But we just want to go ahead and do this, right? So it says to search along the beach. Now, because my legion is at almost twice their strength. Oh. Your party is riding through another one of these poor yet idyllic villages that dot every part of the landscape of Asia Minor. Just as you're turning onto a path snaking out of the village and away from the mountains, an older couple will respectfully wait for you to stop. In a low voice, they introduce themselves as locals loyal to Rome. They are trying to be discreet because most of their fellow villagers are on the side of Mithridates in this war. From their neighbors, the couple has learned that an army raised from locals by one of Mithridates' generals is marching to attack Dorylaeon. Oh god, I can't pronounce that. Alright, so what do we want to do? I know there's a couple of you guys here, so I don't know if you were able to see this extension, but this is kind of what we got right now. So you can pay the locals to spread fear and hostility, we can harry them and slow them down, or do nothing and wait for the attack, right? So Again, you'll have to enable the extension. It should be on the left-hand side of Twitch real quick. Yeah. Let's see. All right, so no one has said anything. I'm going to cancel it because I don't want to spend money. I don't need a Praetorian, so we're just going to do nothing. So, Darlan is already well defended by the Legion garrison there. Hopefully your preparations will help your Legionary maintain control of the region. You feel the corners of your mouth twist into a smug smirk as you remember the secret you have in store for Mithridates' soldiers. The women from that village, your husbands and sons that you killed, will shadow them the whole way. With your equipment and your training, these furies will surely inflict grievous harm upon the enemy's fighting spirit. Morale dip, always good for us, right? So we're going to continue on and see exactly what kind of trouble we can get up to. Because it said it's a beach south of here. So we've got to cross the channel and go to the south. Nope, buried treasure. Having located the beach where you believe the brooch with the symbol of the warrior directed you to go, you set about searching the beach for any further clues. On a large stone well away from the tide, you discover a symbol similar to the one that adorns the brooch. You direct your people to move the stone, start digging, and soon you uncover a weathered chest with a heavy lid of slate. Your Praetorians lift the lid to reveal a well-preserved papyrus wrapped in several layers of linen. It is closed with a wax seal bearing the same symbol. Carefully opening the scroll, you find the third and seemingly final clue in the treasure hunt. So, what do we got? New quest thingy. What do we got? Greek symbols, symbol of the warrior papyrus. Greek symbols written in a delicate hand dance across this papyrus scroll. At Troy, when the warrior fell in the siege, he was buried within the city's reach. It is said he was laid to rest near the waves beyond a mountain peak, shielding his grave. Our warrior rests overlooking the sea, gazing west at his birthing place of Thessaly. So, that would mean he's probably somewhere over here. And specifically, they're referencing a mountain peak within reach of the city of Troy. Alright, so Pontic army attacks Legiowetrix in the Dorian region. Let's see what happens. Oh, God. We are not getting out of this one easily, guys. Because all of these will just result in badness happening for us. We can always recover a little bit of morale later.
Which formation shall we use?
So, protected flank is what we're going to go for.
Consistite latos in ripta forminus! Battle is joined. How shall we proceed?
So we don't need that, right? Alright, so we're gonna get missing Legionari no matter what we do, and I don't want this, right? So we're gonna spread out a little bit. We're gonna recover our morale.
Quantum extensity!
So let's see what we can do. Here we go. This is going to be what allows us to get out of this with no ill effects for this phase.
Recidite et immunity!
Hunkering down is always a good idea.
We've done it! The enemy is
All right, here we
routed!
go. Right? So we're going to continue to improve our Legion morale a little bit. We already have a common loot reward, so we should be okay.
Finite milites exultare!
Yep. And boom. Right, so we defended it. We received 37 denarii, 22 slaves, 74 rations. We got a little bit of continued skill improvement out of everybody. And what do we got for common? Alright, 247. That's good. I like that. Did get a fair amount of losses, though. Hopefully those will come back. We do have more experience. So everything is good there for us. Beach. Here we go. Marching along the coast has advantages, not the least of which being discover the numerous coves of the Gay Mare. Seems like a place for a good bit of fishing. Let's rest here and go for a swim, or we have places to be. If you guys have enabled the extension, please go ahead and cast your votes if you want. Hopefully you all can hear me, I don't know. Let's just double check, right? Can you? Yep, it looks like everyone can hear me, so I was kind of wondering what's going on with that. Okay. Since no one's voting, so we're gonna fish for a little bit. Alright. Unless there is a... This is the mountain they're talking about, potentially. It's supposed to be looking west towards Thessaly. Oh, there it is, all the way at the bottom there. The Tomb of Achilles. On an isolated beach overlooking the birthplace of the legendary warrior Achilles, you find a tomb exactly where the scrolls seem to indicate. The entrance to the tomb is hidden not only by its remote location, but by ivy and thick roots that have grown over it to conceal it. There is no doubt, however, examining the stone entrance, you see the symbol of the warrior once more, this time in shining gold as if recently polished. So, we're gonna take a look-see, as one does. Okay. So, as you can see, tomb environment, typical Greek columns. We got a couple different things here, right? Salvage and medicine. Okay. We have a small coin chest right here, it looks like. A coin box. Ooh, really expensive. two more things right here. Lorica musculata, staff grip, and a coin purse. And another jar. Add armor shred and a large coin purse. That should be all those, with the exception of the main Spear of Achilles. Unique spear. 5 to 8 damage. Critical damage 2, movement 2. Grants the Reaper status effect at the beginning of combat. So, piercing stab cannot be blocked or resisted, cannot inflict a critical hit. Spear charge applies bleeding. So we're going to take that. We're going to look to see. Yeah, we're going to give him the Spear of Achilles. Yeah, that's good. That'll be a good fit for us. Alright. So we have what we came here to get. And now we go back to the sleepy little fishing village of Troas. And hopefully Kitsikos will be... Oh, 1559. Perfect. That should be our next little conquest right here. Oh boy. The Man with Scrolls. Aziaminor is home to all sorts of weird characters. Today, an angry man riding an old donkey crosses your path. The poor animal is barely able to carry its own weight, let alone the enormous scrolls on its back. You strike up a conversation with the man, and it turns out that his books were meant for academia, a kind of school where students learn all about different sorts of different subjects. Can't speak. The man requests your help reluctantly. He explains that he was recently ambushed and his escort is dead. A bunch of his valuable scrolls are already stolen. So we can send a Praetorian with him, we can kill him, or we can send him on his way. I kind of feel like it's worth it to escort him, right? Because one thing that the Romans always did is that although they claimed they were superior culture, they kind of aped the Greeks in a lot of ways. They liked being seen as culture, they liked being seen as worldly, they value knowledge, or at least they largely said that they value knowledge, and it's true, especially among the political and elite classes, knowledge was very highly prized. So, I don't know. I am going to send a Praetorian with him, and that is going to be our Triaris right here. So, take a pity on the man, you assign Arpinius to escort him until he reaches the Academia. The grateful courier gives you a valuable scroll as thanks. Perfect. Yes, Caddy, escort is what we're doing, right? Not sure if you're able to see the extension to vote on things, but I would highly encourage to see if you can. Alright, we're going to bring the usual gang in here, right? No, there's Bessie. He's all the way at the bottom. What are you doing, weirdo? And we're going to bring Tullus with us, right? Yep, Gaius Volcatius Tullus. Oh, you can't see the extension. That is terrible. I'm pretty sure it was enabled. You know what? Give me one quick second to see if that's the case or not. Ah, okay. So it is there if okay, so it is there at least on desktop. So I would say you probably need to be logged into something that enables you to see that. I don't know if mobile or iPads or anything similar to that will be able to do it if that's what you're watching on. I'm sorry. So, ooh, it is dark, dark, dark.
Roman legionari. That means trouble.
Yes, Road Legionary usually means trouble. I'm glad you recognize this. I've also very thoroughly looted this entire area. So I'm just gonna go up to this hoplite and see what he wants.
We meet again. Go right in. Everyone is waiting for you.
Okay. If they're waiting for me, off we go, right? That is. Huh, I don't know. Okay, they're all peeling off, and it's myself here.
Welcome and well met. I believe I do not need to remind you of our agreement about the nature of this meeting.
Of course not.
I am well aware of the nature of your arrangement.
Delightful. Settle down then. And just to make it clear, you both agreed to not bear arms inside my villa. This rule is meant to discourage combat. Combat in this case includes but is not limited to hand-to-hand engagements. Refreshments will be served in a moment. Enjoy yourselves, and please, try to refrain from killing each other.
If this is meant to intimidate me, I have to admit, Lucullus, you have done better than anyone else before you.
I'm afraid I do not know what you're referring to.
So, we can either admit to our superior officer some of what we've been up to, or we can play dumb and make Mithridates think that he's being paranoid for no reason. There's something to be said of just like, yeah, we've met, just completely um, admitting it, right? Oh, you want to gaslight, gatekeep, distract? Is that what we want to do? Okay, sure. We'll see what neither do I does. I don't think I've ever done this one.
I see. Very well. Let us stick to that story
Yeah,
then.
gaslight,
I
gatekeep, girl
must say,
boss. There we
I'm
go.
impressed by this display of audacity, though.
So you've met before. Interesting, and surprising that I didn't know about this. It seems my ward is more skilled than I expected.
So it seems. Very well. Let us start. Tell me how I can help you.
First of all, Mithridates Megas, I am pleased that you came to meet me. There's a certain individual you've been keeping as a guest. It would make me happy to see him reunited with his family.
I'm sure that would make you happy and place you in a significantly better strategic position. Forgive me for being selfish in this case, but you should know that his release would certainly not make me happy. And I'm mostly concerned with my own happiness. Besides, I'm quite fond of my new friend Kota. Why would I let him go? He's a valuable guest. Certainly, you don't expect me to roll over and give him up to you.
Not at all. But my intention here is not to bring about your defeat.
I highly doubt that.
My intention is making sure we both win. Over the course of this war, we have captured nearly 1,000 of your soldiers, which are held in my camp as prisoners. I have no interest in feeding your men. We would both be best served by an exchange of hostages. One man for the lives of 1,000, I'd call that a fair trade. Would you not?
An interesting proposal. But Kotta is of immense strategic value to me. In order to make this trade, I would need to see my strategic position improved. I'm sure I can be persuaded into parting with your co-consul in exchange for, say, your departure from Asia Minor with all your legions. I doubt you'd agree to that.
So, what about Archelaus? He's the general we captured in the first little story arc. Also, a real pain to actually defeat, so I really don't want to have to do this all over again. Surely, bolstering your ranks by nearly 1,000 soldiers would improve your strategic position. Then we can give you Asia Minor, but you'll have to give us Kata first. Kata, if you remember, is the other consul this year. He got captured during a counterattack at Chalcedon, which he was laying siege to, now is being held prisoner by. So, Caddy, if you're still there, what are your thoughts on this? Number two, all right, by bolstering your ranks.
More soldiers can always be levied. Why would I care about a mere 1,000?
It seems we are at a momentary impasse. Order us some wine, please, and we will see if we can work through this.
All right. Remember, you're still kind of legate in training, so yeah, it makes sense that he, as your spear officer, would tell you to go do some basic gopher tasks. Weird.
Don't you worry. I have already prepared the best wine for my guests. We did not spare any expense.
Oh boy. Slip poison hemlock into the wine. Give them to me. I will check them for poison. I shall bring the drinks to them. Okay. That's a way, right? You can either do what you're told, bring the drinks in. You can insult Lamandatas and say he will check them for poison, or you can try to poison the wine. Hopefully you remember which one is freaking which, right? That said, we do know that Mithridates has allegedly immunized himself against most poisons, so I don't think that this would work in our favor, right? So we're just gonna do the standard thing.
Means.
Oh,
All food and drinks are to be served by me. Only that way can we guarantee the safety for negotiators. Go now. I shall bring your drinks.
all right. Lamandatas still wants to do it, so we're just gonna go back and see what more trouble we can stir up.
Ah, good wine. Refreshes the mind indeed.
These Asian wines are rather dry. I prefer those they make in Africa.
To each their own. I'll make you one final offer. I have no interest in handing over Kotta. But since you have shown goodwill, I may be willing to release 200 of your legionari in exchange for the release of 400 of mine. I have heard your people boast that each of your legionari is worth 2 of my soldiers. So this should be a fair trade.
So again, this is one of those little options where we're able to enforce our preferred speaking style. So a man is worth much more than his value in war. Each man is valued as a husband, a farmer, or a citizen. Though indeed a Roman legionaris is easily worth 2 soldiers in battle, one man is ultimately worth as much as any other. And it's obvious what we're trying to do. You have nearly entire cohort of our legionary captured. We should get them all in exchange for your 400, right? So a 200 to 400 ratio, it's like, ooh, that's not good. But I'm gonna go with number 1 because that is the thing that we want to do, right? So cancel. So we're going to try and impress him with our logical thinking.
You speak as well as any Greek philosopher I have ever met. And your argument is strong. I will release 350.
If you accept the argument my legatus has put forth, you must release a full cohort.
Fine, fine. A full cohort then.
Yes.
We have a deal.
I am not in the mood to eat any longer. Stay and enjoy our host's hospitality if you'd like. Next time we meet, it will be on the battlefield.
That was some masterful negotiation. Well done. Go on, I'll stay here a little longer. I have some things I wish to discuss with our host. And some local delicacies I'd like to taste.
Yep. So that's definitely one of the things about... Yep, you can see that all of his soldiers are moving away now. You can see one of the things that Lucula said about some local delicacies. After he retired, he developed this reputation as an epicure to the point where, you know, people would try to trick him because, you know, they'd hear stories about all his lavish feasts and his wonderful chef and stuff, and it's like, you know what, there's no way that he can have something prepared on the spur of the moment. So there's a very famous story where a couple of Romans went to meet him in retirement. They didn't say they were going to stay for dinner, but they suddenly sprung it upon him. Oh, it'd be okay if we stay for dinner, and because he didn't know he was going to have guests, they're like, there's no way he has anything prepared. Instead, he asks, where would you like to dine? In my villa. They name a room and says, then I will tell the chef that we are dining in this room. He went to the foresight of having specific menus for each possible dining location in his villa because he didn't want to be caught off guard. That's the kind of man Lucullus was.
What can I do for you?
Right, yeah, so we already know about him a
Certainly
little
not
bit.
complaining. I am well liked in Troas. People know me.
So now we want to continue establishing our foothold in Asia Minor, which probably means attacking Kitsikos, because that's the next sector that allows us to really get to where we need to be. So we've also gained 480 manpower. That gets us in a pretty good position. Yeah, see, we're at 4,000 manpower right now. So we have a farm, an iron mine, one legion mission. So we'll call that good, right? Alright. Attacking Pontic army in the Kitsikos region. Alright, so what do we got, right? So all 100% survival chance, but we do have some insubordination risk going on right now. That'll just reduce manpower. We're going to go with him because he's the lowest possible one. Lowest risk for us right now, right?
The men are awaiting your orders.
So again, this gets us to a nice, happy medium. Extended line, so we're going to go for that.
Arcium Latius Extendite!
Also, casualty survival rate of 20%. I like that.
We are ready to engage the enemy.
So there's really no way around it. We can either lose more and the enemy lose more, or we lose manpower and we are more aggressive. so we can do that. Let's just be aggressive. Don't think we'll completely eliminate them. Alright, enemy defenses.
The enemy is deploying their tactical reserves.
Alright, we're gonna stand firm and see what we can get out of this. Alright, good. So we still have some player aggression going on here. Okay, now they're in the middle of the scrum right now.
The battle is won!
You know what? Let's show a little bit of mercy to these guys, because our morale's in a good spot.
Prosseriamo!
Ah, he was insubordinate, so that means we're gonna lose a fair bit of whatever our goal was. Yeah, due to poor commander approval or legion morale, right? So that's his fault. We have 84 denarii, 21 slaves, 42 rations. Alright, we got a fair amount of stuff here too. So we're gonna go to Kitsikos. Forest Caravan, talk to Primus Pilus. Alrighty, let's go. Ah, we have the Harpe. We also have bandages and stuff now. Right, so let's take a look at our tactical items. And Bestia needs a bandage as well. Harpe? I don't know, right? It's like we have more movement with him, which is good. I don't know. We'll see what that one does, and if it's not, we'll go back to the Spear of Achilles. Yeah, but he's indifferent, so we need to do some stuff with him, right? So he is a honest, arrogant, and warmongering character, right? So we need to be a little more forthright, a little more aggressive in order to get his morale up.
All is well, I hope.
We're in the process of sending an official to run this newly conquered region. But the speculatores have warned us of an assassination attempt. Maybe. Let us not get ahead of ourselves. Minor rulers are as capable of scheming as major ones.
Yeah, surely our usual escort is more
That
than a
is
match.
reassuring, providing we're expecting a single assassin. I'm not. I believe we'll need a more substantial escort. No one. But once our official is stationed, he can take his own precautions and punish all the parties responsible for this plot. The assassins will be in for the surprise of their lives. It will be a lesson they will never forget, should they survive.
All right. So we're going to send Julia out with this one, right? She's going to have...
Our way, Legate.
So we're actually going to see our outpost manager really quick. All right, so... yeah, I think Arpinius is still missing. I want to see, can we recruit anyone else for the Praetorians? I want to say we can. Let's see if these guys have anything to say.
At your
I am here.
Nope.
Domine.
Okay, so only one.
I believe you did. Zenobia may no more be the rightful ruler than Theophilus was, but she owes everything to us now. She will be a dependable ally.
Good to go. Now let's see. Because I think I can get... yeah, I can get a few more party members with me, right? So we can have a Velite, a Sagittarius, a Gladiator. Hire him. Let's see, right? Crafty and Scout. Oh, he has a couple more. Constitution, Scout, Reckless. Actually, this guy right here. Now. Yeah. Ooh, he actually is someone I need. I don't know, I'll figure out how to manipulate these guys back and forth. Let's get to 40. 120. Okay, cool. So we'll eventually start getting manpower back, which I'm all for.
Need
But-
something?
Let's get to our new guys, right? Yeah, who, buddy? These poor guys. Yeah. These poor Velites are not going to be doing so hot. There we go.
Salve, Domine.
Because this will be a better Gladius option for me, right? I must be doing sword and dagger. Yeah, I think these guys are doing okay right now. Okay. So we're going to go back and see what we can do about this pacification mission. Kind of want Calida to take
We're
the
in the
lead on
process
it.
of sending an official to run this new... The assassins will be in for the surprise of their lives.
So we're going to send Calida first, right? We're going to send a Princeps, a Velite, our Gladiator, this guy, and another Sagittari. Pretty good force mix. Gonna end it and be well. All right, so they are just gonna go start running around and doing their thing. We, on the other hand, still need to advance time. So we're just going to let the time run. We're going to see what happens. Because it has to be somewhere within here. And that should be the pacification mission right there. Here we go. Off we go.
I knew it! They've come to kill me! Help! Don't let them get me!
Oh, quit whining. Alright, so. You're going to go up here. Bandit. We got one archer. Looks like only one archer. Okay. Got a V-Light. We can make that happen. Alright. We're gonna give it a shot.
It seems the Romans need to be taught a lesson.
Alright.
Let us begin.
I'll hold this angle.
Let's see, my other Sagittari doesn't have anything. My V-Light, though, can get up here. We're gonna gouge this guy. We're gonna get out of the way because that's a hoplite. That's gonna be a pain. Ooh, that is an assassin. Joy. Alright, that's all good right there. You're gonna make him critical. Alright, good. Ooh.
Covering this area.
Now you see me.
Nope, 2 assassins.
You ever saw me?
That was a bit of a waste, but bingo. Okay. We're going to use tactical advantage. Does not get sneak attack. And he does get critical hit. So we're going to get him flanked. Okay. That's all he can do, right? Cannot see target. Alright. So we're going to back up a little bit. Can see him here. Got a pretty good hit. Same here, right? We're going to cripple him so he can't move as far. Bingo. We're just gonna gouge the crap out of you.
A taste of Roman steel?
Alright, that's all the action points I have right now. Oh, he's gonna flank. That's not good. So that was a Greek fire drawer. Oh, what do you know? He was actually intelligent. Alright, that's one of the assassins down. Good.
Just as planned. They walk into our trap.
Nope. So we're just gonna gouge him instead. He should bleed out the next turn based on that. Good, that's going to free them up. Can't see, that's fine. Gets high ground. It's medical crate, interesting. So no one's totally bad yet. Perfect. Okay. Alright, I think that's... Oh. She still has an action point.
Lure them closer. I'll shoot as soon as I see them.
Yep, and he just bleeds right out. Now if they wander down... Bingo.
Back in the fight.
Oh, come on. Again, just... You could have done that to the healer.
Come to my aid, you useless mules!
Oh. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you, Magistrate. Yep, now we're just gonna...
They will not take us by surprise.
Oh, you're just gonna randomly kill people? Yeah, you're gonna randomly kill people. Cool, 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 cool. Yeah, I know you're looking for the assassin.
Last one. closer. I'll shoot as soon as I see them.
Alright. Don't know where he is. He's somewhere, though. Yep, there's gonna go ahead and kill all these guys.
Save your arrows until you see the whites in their eyes.
Strike now, brethren! They
Ah.
will never see this coming.
So they're all the way up there. Nope, it's not there. Ah. What if I get the elevation advantage? Huh?
I'll hold this angle.
I will taste your blood!
Alright, can't do anything else. Oh, well, long shot, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, those are caltrops. Oh.
Let them bring the fight to us.
I'm not dying for this. I have a wife and children.
Should have thought about that first. Alright, now for looting galore. Niter, Soli. Okay. Should also be a couple small crates or chests or something up here. Yep, there's one. No? Another small crate up here. What do we got? We got money. Ah, we don't got money. Boo. We're getting a lot of loot off these guys. Alchemist equipment. Ooh, interesting. Are they unlootable? Oh man. Must be because of the way they're falling. We're gonna try it again. There we go. And one last coin box up here. I was about to say, we killed almost all of them. There we go. That's a little more like it. So, that is that. Bada bing, bada boom. And the province is ours. And now we've conquered 6 provinces in Asia Minor. Now, we can always go explore a little more here. Let's go to party management first and see if we can help out anybody, right? Oh yeah. We're gonna give him a better gladiator helmet for sure. Add penetrating damage. Ooh, that's a good one. Phineas is still missing. So let's explore a little bit. The summons from Lucullus. You're riding along a lightly wooded path, nothing but birdsong and the rustling small animals among the brush to break the silence around you. Then a mere few paces to your left, a lightly armored Roman soldier steps out from behind a fallen tree where he was remarkably well hidden.
Sorry to startle you, Legate. I knew you were headed past here, and I wanted to challenge myself a little. It gets boring on the road.
Now, I'm gonna
Thank
give him a
you.
denarius.
I shall. That's very kind of you. The consul sent me to tell you that there has been a development. Thracia has joined the war on the side of Mithridates.
Oh, that ain't
You are
good.
to meet the consul at the camp of Legio Prima Italica to discuss our course of action. I believe the consul was anticipating this turn of events as well, to some extent. If that'll be all, I will take my leave once more. Vale Legate.
Alright. Go to Lucullus. Where is Lucullus? He is in Caressos. God, all the friggin' way down there. Oh, oops. I completely missed Caddy saying option 1. For what, I have no earthly idea, but we'll figure that one out, right? I'm gonna keep sending my guys out to do stuff here. Idle legions are poorly disciplined legions, I should say. Oh, I picked it anyway. Alright, well, that's good to know, I guess. I mean, hey, if someone catches you fair and square and they learn of your reputation to challenge you, yeah, reward soldiers. Soldiers remember that stuff. especially in the late Republic when, soldiers primarily fought for the booty that their uh, commanders were willing to give them. Let's see if they have any philosophical conversations.
Domine.
Oh. Where did Calida go? Ah, there's Calida.
We've been assigned to visit Wheatrix's camp tomorrow and train their Scorpius teams.
Be sure to bring them some Posca as a peace offering, so they don't just see you as some know-it-all who thinks you're better than them.
Very true words. Very good. Very smart.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, she doesn't want to talk. What does Kaiso say?
At your service, Legate. His army is greatly weakened, thanks to you. You really do have a natural sense for spycraft and diplomacy. It was wise to put Zenobia in charge of Mercia, if you ask me. We could not have allowed Theophilus to get away with the murder of a Roman governor.
I'm glad you could get here so quickly. This is Mithridates' response to our actions against Mercia and Troas. He's showing us that he knows how to divide and conquer just as well as we do. Somehow, he has turned the citizenship of Thracia against Rome, led by a wealthy Lanista called Damianos.
So, Lanista, you're essentially a plantation owner, for lack of a better term. Very wealthy landowner. But who is he, we might ask?
He owns the best and most respected gladiator school in the world.
No,
His
Lanista's
gladiators
trainer,
are sold to Rome, where they typically have long and successful careers. He has also been known to use his gladiators as a sort of private militia to enforce the laws of Rome throughout Thracia.
So I was thinking Latifundia versus Lanista. Similar-ish words, very two different meanings. Lanista is really trainer, coach, something like that. Latifundia referred to those large brawling plantations that you really saw in the aftermath of the Punic Wars and the Social Wars, kind of where we are now, right? Very large farms run primarily through slave labor. So they must have promised him something big in return for his loyalty.
That much is clear. Damianos is a businessman, first and foremost. If he believes he would do better business under Mithridates, well, great
What do you mean,
risk
boo,
brings
Caddy?
great profit.
So, do you believe Damianos is the instigator of this treachery?
From what I know of the man, and based on what my spies report from Thracia, Damianos holds great sway over the mercantile and political classes there. They fear and admire him in equal parts. I am certain he is responsible.
And then we
you think
remove him.
Thracia could be brought back in line without him? Indeed. I think you're right. You will have to go and deal with him yourself. If a legatus shows up at his doorsteps and demands to see him, he will not be able to turn you away. Bring your
Pray tell, what was it
friend.
about?
And make no mistake, what Damianos has done is treason. If you need to take his life, you are free to do so.
Alrighty then. We gonna go? But first, we're gonna investigate this little gladiator amphitheater. That could be music for me. Oh yeah, when the news of the betrayal, yeah. Well, Mithridates Megas was a very good player of ancient diplomacy. As one of the successors to the fallout of Alexander's empire, that was really his thing. That was all of them at one point in time, just trying to constantly regain the power of the Hellenic culture and society they thought they once had. And again, when Alexander's last words are "to the strongest." It makes everyone stop thinking, like, wait a minute, what do you mean by that? All right, the river flows red. You stop by a river, the waters of which are crystal clear. Your Praetorians bring out their water skins and begin refreshing their supplies. As you watch your people kneeling at the river's edge, you notice that the initially clear water is gradually changing color to red. Feeling ill at ease about the situation, your Praetorians turn to their leader for guidance. We have got enough water, best not take any risks. It's just iron, fill your skins, we need all the water we can get. No. Could be iron. Could be a bunch of other stuff too. We ain't gonna take a risk on that one. I've had not so great water in the past, but we thought it was good. No, I know firsthand that I am not gonna mess with this thing. Yeah, we're gonna investigate this one first. See what this is about. And where's my friendly gladiator? Crushins. There we go. Gladiator Arena of Lysandros.
You are an interesting group. Soldiers of Rome? Are you here to witness the games? Then I welcome you to the arena, and to my stall. My name is Muesarete. I sell gladiator trinkets, lucky charms from the fights, and other memorabilia.
So
I pay a share of my
affiliated.
profits to Lysandros, but he does not control what I sell or how much I charge for it. It is a mutually beneficial arrangement. Dolls of famous gladiators, toy weapons for the children, potions made from the blood of gladiators to grant virility to men and fertility to women.
Alright, so I like to buy those schematics to make gladiator equipment. I like to learn the techniques you mentioned for crafting more pristine.
I do not trade in weapons or armor, but I
schematics.
do have a set of schematics on hand. They demonstrate how to forge armor for a gladiator, as well as a scissor. There are certain techniques to make even better versions of the same equipment. But Lysandros has asked me not to reveal that to anyone except the champion of the arena. I do have some blades lying around somewhere for scissores, if you need materials for your own equipment.
Alright, so I don't want to spend 1,000, not when I can potentially become the champion, right? But we're going to visit again. But yes, sometimes ancient culture did some pretty weird stuff, right? Like, hey, making potions out of blood. Yeah, that was the thing that happened. It's weird, but life is pretty weird.
Welcome. Welcome to my amphitheater. What do you think? Is it not beautiful? The banners are all new. They were mounted just last week, in fact. You should be very welcome to. In fact, I would happily give you some of my spare fabric if you manage to beat my champion. Anyway, I know you did not come to discuss decoration. You must be Bestia Tabat. I have heard great tales of your accomplishments in the arenas of Rome.
I am Tabat. I doubt you have heard even half of the tales about me, or you would never have dared to invite me here.
I love it! The confidence and arrogance of a true champion.
I am not impressed. Bluster and pageantry will not win the day here. Unlike the pampered Romans, My people respect only skill and strength.
This is your champion.
This is Nikolaus. He is the undefeated champion of this place.
I will crush him easily.
Oh, Bestia, you are so arrogant.
You will never be the champion of this arena. I will stake my armor on it. It is yours, if you can only take it from me.
I hope we will get to put that to the test. But before you fight Nikolaus, you must earn the esteem of the audience. Are you prepared to enter the arena and test your mettle against the finest gladiators of Asia Minor?
So, what's the
Since
payment?
you are a guest fighter of sorts, I will offer you some sort of prize money for each match you win. Let's say 200 denarii.
All right, let's do this.
Very good. I will send a boy to the town to advertise the match while we prepare the arena. The first fight will be a warm-up of sorts. I want to see how you and your people actually perform in the arena. And this will be a good way to introduce you to the audience. The enemies will just be untrained slaves. We will test how you fight.
This is beneath me. I am sorry, Legate, but I have a reputation to maintain, not to mention a certain professional pride. They are untrained slaves. You will have no trouble defeating them without me.
All right.
I'm certain that you will have no difficulty. I will cheer you on from the sidelines.
Before we start preparing the arena for the fight, let me give you a few words of advice for how to win the approval of the crowd. The arena is not a battlefield.
Oh.
Your goal is not to kill your opponents, but to entertain the crowd. Think of it as a theatrical performance, a story that you and your opponents are telling together. Think about how to keep them entertained. If you act in accordance with the scenario, they will love you.
Yeah, I need to do something to get Bestia's morale up, otherwise he ain't gonna like me. Alright, so get the bar all the way up to 100. They already don't like me? So how do we fix it? Oh, he has a shield. Jerk.
Now do it again!
We're gonna send her over there and get a peel up really quick.
have their attention, it seems.
Just like old times.
Gonna see if I can shield break him. Ah, he's in cover. Well, we're gonna do that.
That struck a chord with the audience. Ah! All right, now we're cooking.
I'm gonna do a precise stat. Water jug. It's Pila. Alright, good.
If only Bestia were here.
You don't have anything, Car.
Sounds like we need to be doing more of that.
Yeah, we're just gonna whack the crap out of this kid.
That struck a chord with the audience. I'm covering this area.
These the guys we are beating up?
All right, now we're cooking.
Bingo. A healthy 200 denarii sum.
200 denarii well earned, I'd say. The crowd loved you. Did you hear how they cheered for you when you did something entertaining? Is it not as intoxicating as the strongest wine? I knew you would like it. I bet your legion would fight better with a frenzied crowd cheering you on, would you not? I'd say you have earned the chance to test yourself against a more worthy foe. I have a group of gladiators who are eager to face you in the arena. What do you say?
I will join you in this. It has been too long since I faced real gladiators.
Same as before. Try not to kill my gladiators. They are expensive and difficult to train. Pay attention to what the audience wants, and...
Yep, let's have a go at it. So, apply bleeding. Eliminate and use tactical items from the arena. Do not use my own. Apply stunned or knocked down. And give her line cover. Move you up. Actually, we're gonna try and get you up high.
Now you're getting it.
I'll hold this angle. Sounds like we need to be doing more of that.
Ooh.
I'm covering this area.
Ooh.
See why you like this so much, Bessia? Help me! Curse you all! Stand still. I've got you.
Already we're up significantly higher.
Oh, I must admit, I've missed the sound of a cheering crowd.
Actually, we're gonna do this first. Panic, which means he'll bolt first.
That struck a chord with the audience.
We have their attention, it seems. Are you not entertained? Every man for himself!
She can't see. Funny, she should be able to.
We're putting on a good show.
Alright, let's see. Do you have anything else? Yeah, pick up an altar.
Lure them closer. I'll shoot as soon as I see them.
Hang on, friends! We're here to save you!
Oh, is that all? Here, I thought this would be hard.
I can't take this anymore. Hey, it's me! The enemy is over there!
Just like old times.
Bingo.
I love it!
Very well done. You are a real gladiator now, having defeated some of my best fighters. The novelty of seeing a Roman legatus fighting in the arena is drawing larger crowds than I have ever had before. Your fame will only increase. Still, you have some way to go before you are ready to challenge Nikolaos. Are you ready for your next match? It's not about what I think. It's about what the crowd is ready for. We need to build you up a little more so the audience feels like they know you and know how you fight. Trust me, a few more matches like this last one, and the audience will be clamoring for you to challenge Nikolaos. One of our most generous sponsors, Sebastianos, has offered a princely sum if he is allowed to participate in the next match. He is a wealthy local nobleman. It is far too dangerous for him to fight in the arena, of course, but he wants to stand atop a tower and shoot at the gladiators beneath him with a bow. Needless to say, please make sure no harm comes to Sebastianos. Please don't dismiss the plan so soon. Sebastianos is a poor shot, and he will pay very generously for this experience. You will earn twice your normal prize if you win.
So 400.
Experienced gladiators. A similar sort of group as before. I'm sorry to hear that, but this is the offer I have.
So, very interesting points where we're at, right? We're gonna save it right now because it's about time. Unfortunately, things are getting a little late for me over here. So, I hope that this has been entertaining for you guys to watch. So it seems like a couple of you are a little invested in some of the dialogue choices. I'm sorry that the little Tribune widget extension didn't work. A little sad about that. But hopefully, if you're on desktop, you'll be able to see it and participate in it next time. And let me just take a quick look and see where we can raid out to. There should be a few people who were up and about in that. Let's see, we can raid into Sourdough, or we can raid into Moo Moo Clover. Actually, we're going to raid into Sourdough really quick. She is a deer VTuber, very fun to look at, does a lot of reactions and whatnot. Always a good time to see her. So we're going to start it, and yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys be babysat by her. Thanks for watching today. Have a wonderful evening, morning, afternoon, whatever time it may be. And as always, hope you learned something. And I'll be back probably later this week with more Expeditions Rome when we get down into it. Thanks for watching. Bye.